I'll tell you a little bit about myself and where I'm from, for those of you that don't. I grew up in Montgomery. I'm the oldest of 6 children. My dad is a Baptist preacher, and so it's always scary when I get behind the podium. My dad used to take his watch off and set it on the table. I say, "Papa, what's that for?" He says, "Oh, that doesn't mean anything." Preaching, so I don't know, Charles. My mother was a nurse, and I had to, being with 6 kids and your dad being a preacher, I was fortunate enough. I had a scholarship to play basketball in college, and I took that. And I was fortunate enough to have a scholarship to go to Cumberland Law School, and I did that. And I came back home, and I've been practicing law in the private practice of law for 31 years in Montgomery. And after about 9 years in a big firm in Montgomery, I went out with some of my friends, and we started a small business called a law firm from scratch. And I'm real proud to tell you that we've got an office up here in Birmingham. We have an office in Montgomery. And I'm real proud of my law firm. We've got about 25 people working for us. I've been successful in that, and I've been very blessed in that practice. And in my practice of law, I've represented the Democratic Party. I've represented other people involved in political things, but I've never been a part of that process other than as an attorney. Now, and people ask me about my law practice, and I wrote this down and said, "James, what kind of law practice have you got?" So I sat down this morning when I was having my Cheerios, and I wrote out what I did this week to give you an idea. I remember I had my great aunt Leslie came to me right when I first started practicing law, and she asked me a real estate question. I told her, "Well, Aunt Leslie, I don't do real estate." And then she asked me something about a will, and I said, "Well, I don't do wills." And then she asked me something about a friend of hers' children. I said, "I don't do domestic work." She said, "James Harold, just what kind of lawyer are you?" So I'm going to tell you a little bit about my law practice, about how, and something about me, about how my week was. Now, I got to start with this. Sunday evening, when lawyers are getting ready for the next day, this last Sunday, y'all know it was the last day of hunting season, and so I got to tell you, I shot a nice 8-point buck about 5:30 Sunday evening. I brought the rack to the office, but I had to respond to a motion to dismiss in a class action case that's pending over this stuff y'all got going on in Jefferson County. I represent one of the wrongfully accused finance companies. I had a motion to amend a time schedule in federal court that I had to work on, where I'm representing a class of women that were discriminated against in the community college system. We got that done. I was preparing for a trial. I had a trial Tuesday morning representing a lady that was suing a department store that she fell in a personal injury case. I had a new scheduling order in federal court that we had to run through the loops. I represent the sheriff of Macon County in this thing. I think they call it bingo. That's been going on. We had that. I tried and lost my slip and fall case on that Tuesday. I had a status conference representing a contractor over a title dispute of something in Madison County that was pending. I scheduled a mediation in the Supreme Court case that I'm going to be doing in 2 weeks. I had a conference call on a legal malpractice case where I've been asked to represent a law firm that's being sued for legal malpractice. I filed a notice of appeal in the Supreme Court case over a dispute between lawyers that broke up. So I've been in private practice, and I've been in courthouses all over this state and seen lawyers and worked with them. I have represented people of all walks of life, all kinds of companies, and all kinds of individuals. And that's what we need as Attorney General. We need somebody to be Alabama's lawyer. We need somebody that knows what's going on. I was fortunate enough to have served on the Alabama Ethics Commission. I was on the Alabama Ethics Commission. I was appointed by Governor Wallace. And at the time I was appointed, I was the youngest person to serve on the Ethics Commission. I was the chairman of the commission when we referred Governor Hunt's case for prosecution. I've been appointed by Governor Lucy Baxter, to serve on the State Personnel Board. I have seen how things go in the operation of government personnel. I'm serving on the State Employees Insurance Board. These are not paid positions. These are positions that I've done as a citizen. Now, I've got a job, but Alabama needs somebody. They need somebody that can win. We need a Democrat that can win. We need somebody. I had a coach tell me one time, the will to win is nothing without the preparation to win. The will to win is nothing. We want to win this race. We want to have somebody in office as the Attorney General, but without the preparation that goes in to someone in the lifetime of getting ready for that job, you can want to win all you want to. We talk about Super Bowl. These guys want to win that game, but unless they prepare it, it's not just the practice this week. It's not just what's going on in the campaign right now. There's a lifetime of preparation. It's going to be tough in November. We've got to have somebody that can get elected. I will be seeing you. I ask you all for your vote and your support. And I see that my time is almost up.